Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here bringing you a TV season review. In this case, episode 1 of the final season of Picard just dropped, and I had the pleasure to view it, and I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on it. I'm not going to go through every single detail. I'm going to tell you what I like about it. You know the drill by now, guys. If you follow the channel, you know how the King works, and unfortunately, there's going to be some spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, I guess, what kind of Star Trek fan are you? Shame on you. I'm just kidding. You know, if anybody, I'm not the biggest Trekkie or fan on the face of this planet. I'm just a passerby, if you want to say that. Thanks to one of my buddies, Tej, that I end up watching Star Trek The Generations, why I was even interested in maybe looking at Picard, because I'm not Mr. I know every episode, what went down, the characters' names and shit like that. I am the worst at that. But I am a fan of Patrick Stewart. Love his work. Was interested in Star Trek The Next Generation because of my friend. And that's why I decided to watch season 1, which I loved. Season 2 was so-so, but it was cool to see old familiar faces. And this finale, or season 3, got me very interested because you have probably the whole entire cast of Star Trek The Next Generation, I guess, reuniting over this final season of Picard. And it's good to see. I'm glad to see Jonathon, Frakes, and everybody else back. But anyways, like always, guys, it's going to be spoilers, so I'm going to put the spoiler thing on. It's going to be on the screen. But this episode, I think, was called The Next Generation. And it starts off with a bang, man. I loved it. Loved how we had Beverly Crusher. She was being attacked by some sort of entity. I don't know. To me, I'm thinking it's the Klingons, but some greater scale. Could even be a new villain, bunch of race or whatever the hell going after her. But for the most part, it was pretty cool how it opened. And she sends a signal to Picard, and we learned that after 20 bloody years, they have lost contact, and there's a reason for it. We find out later in the episode when they end up going there. So I'm jumping back and forth, guys. Too bad. Go watch it yourself. That Riker and Picard discover her in the ship in some sort of containment thing, I guess a healing boot to kind of keep her vitals okay, and her son's there. So I'm thinking, is that Picard's son? That's why they didn't talk for 20 years and she cut everybody off, because they're wondering why did they cut everybody off, and she's kind of seemed to kind of veer off course of the person that she was. You know, you guys know the history. Go watch Star Trek The Next Generation. But we got Patrick Stewart back, Jonathon Frakes in this. Michelle Hurd, she plays Raffi. She's kind of like a junkie on a secret mission trying to figure out why are all these terrorist attacks are going on. She's kind of by herself, so I don't know what the hell her story is. I think she's kind of losing it a little bit. You got Jerry Ryan, who is the new commander of the Titan ship that Picard and Riker tried to take in order to get a ride there, you know, who's, I guess, commander to Mr. Captain Shaw, who's in charge of the Titan, which I think that was Riker's ship before he kind of left, and he took over, and he's the biggest prick, but I love him. That's what you want. We also got Gates McFadden, which is Beverly Crusher, which was great. And Todd Stashwick plays Shaw, guys. So, but no, it was good, man. From world exploring, you got seen the underbelly of the Star Trek universe. You seen it felt like a little bit like Star Wars, but it was good in a good way. But yeah, from the opening scene right till the end, it felt Star Trekky, like that. I know The Next Generation. And my first impressions, I was really impressed. I was kind of like hoping that it wasn't going to let me down, and it didn't. It was far exceeded my expectations. Well written. Many people say this is going to be the best season of Picard or Star Trek in a long time, and I'm hoping so. I think it's going to be 10 episodes in length. I'm not going to be here every single week, you know, breaking down every single episode and kind of tell you guys what I thought. I'm going to do a final review when episode 10 is done, whenever it is down the road. I'm going to give you my honest finale review and the whole series take, what I believe it is. But I like what I saw. Glad to see all the old generation, you know, Next Generation cast showing up. I wonder how they're going to tie everything up, especially with Data and Worf and all that stuff. I'm excited for him to see him back and see how he grew as a person and what's going on with him. But it's going to be interesting to see the cast together and how they interact with the new cast and how this is going to all go down. But I'm very excited, very pleased, very happy with episode 1, The Next Generation, and how that chemistry between Will Riker and Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart and Jonathon Frakes is still there. You got the little jabs here and there, and it was put well. It looked like a made for a movie, but for TV episode, and I hope all the episodes blow it out of the water on Paramount Plus. So go check it out for yourself. Come back here in the comment sections. Let the king know what you guys thought of episode 1 of Picard, the final season, right here on my YouTube channel. So like always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other content. Movie reviews coming your way, so stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and the reviews are mixed. So I'm wondering to see if this is going to be a disaster or not. But tune in Saturday. Myself and the great Scotty V from the Silver Canadians are going to go check it out. And hopefully I'll survive it. Hopefully it's not Eternal level bad or Thor 2 or Iron Man 2 level. But it's kind of indicating that way. But like I said, I'll be the judge. So until then, tune in tomorrow. Check out this review. Leave me your thoughts below. Check out all my other content on the Movie Throne. Of course, Yagnama reviews, figure reviews on there as well. So until next time, be the hell good and stay off the king's throne.